up, guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome to my live real talk with your girl, Lady D. As you can see right here by the title, we got a lot to talk about because a lot was going on this week. And we're going to go ahead and talk about all this stuff that's going on. And trust and believe this right here is opening up the Pandora box, okay? Unleashing the beast, as you can see right here, and we're going to talk about it, guys. Like I say, this right here, this is real talk, unapologetic and unbiased. But before I continue, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and hit subscribe for more unapologetic content. So let me go ahead and play the 30-second countdown back again, get myself together, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive right into it. Yes, indeed. Okay, guys, I am back. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I have a lot to go ahead and comb through, man, because this right here, this is real. This is real talk. And I've been telling you guys for a very, very long time. I say we out there buck dancing and entertaining these people while these people right here is just rocking us to sleep, as you can see right here. Because, like I say, this right here, this is real. So we can't cry, we can't sit there and pout because we knew that this time was gonna come. We knew all this time was going to come. And we got a lot to go ahead and talk about. I wanna talk a little bit more when it comes to Angela Stanton and MecheeX. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the last video that I had upload. I think it was yesterday. But I have a lot to talk about because this right here is real, and it's time for us, we got to get it right. Put up a shut up. We can't sit there and say we looking for this for our people, then when things come, we want to go ahead and we want to, change the script. It doesn't work like this because there are people, it's going to call you out. And like I said, when it comes to my channel, this is real talk. I like to stand on my truth. We have an opinion at the end of the day, and this is my opinion. This is a lot that's going on. But when we come together, trust me, we can be a force to be reckoned with. But long as we fighting each other and tearing each other down, oh my God, they love it. They love when they see that we are fighting against each other because they see that there is no unity. But when we come together, trust me, there is power where even Satan will fall down to his knees, okay? So this right here, like I said, I was talking a little bit about it last night, but I had a lot of things going on. Then, I had got, sort of, distracted, but we're going to continue talking about affirmative action. We also going to talk about the stuff that had happened with Angela Stanton and MecheeX. Now, I saw on Angela King Stanton, I saw on her community tab where, she's saying that she's doing it, for, all the babies, and saying that when babies does not see color, which that is true. Baby does not see color at all. They have to be taught that. But once they grow up, they going to have an advantage over people of color. Absolutely. Things already set in place for them. So, if you are doing something, that's just like when it comes to the election, how they would say, that they are doing it for minority people. And we thinking, oh, okay, when they say a minority or color people, we thinking that they are talking about us. But no, they are not talking about us. You will be still the last of the barrel. So it's time for us to make it Pacific, do something for us, Black people. And if other people are supporting your cause and giving you the funds, then they shouldn't worry about what you are doing with it when you are saying that you are doing it for your people because you specified to them I am doing this for my people. I want to see my people come up, which is why, you are putting this business in the Black community. That's why I say, sometimes money is not always good money. If you are doing it for a cause and you doing it from the of out of your heart, then you shouldn't even worry about the money, because the money, you don't have to go out there and chase money or just take any kind of thing that someone throw at you just because you want to see whatever vision that you have, you want to see it to come forth. But if it's of God, trust me, no devil in hell can prevail against it. So if you taking outside money to help your people, then they shouldn't worry about, oh, this supposed to be these people or that person. No, it's supposed to be what you said it was going to be. That's how I look at it, guys. And like I say, this is not being racist or anything, but we talked about all this stuff. We talked about all this stuff right here on this platform, especially when it comes to systemic racism. Like I say, the system is not broken. The system is only doing what the system is designed to do. And yes, when it comes to Black people, we have a disadvantage. We don't have good schools in our communities. We don't have banks and stores in our community. We only have in our community something that they would not pour back into our community, or something that's going to mess up our community. Like, we have in our community all these selling alcohol and on every corner, and that's what we have in our community. Our nail shops, people that does not look like us. Do you are putting that money in our community? Not at all. I see my girl Starbucks lover. She's in the house. She say, "Hi, Lady D," and chat. Girl, I just thank you. You always on your job, and I am going to bless you, even though you are not even active for it. So just make sure you look out, because you are truly a help. I'm not gonna tell you no lies. So just make sure you look out, and even though you're not active or anything, like I say, we're gonna give honor where honor is due. Iron sharpen iron. You help me, believe me, I'm going to help you. And it does not have to be financial. It does not have to just kind words or whatever. But if someone is helping you and blessing you, trust me, you want to make sure that you bless that person as well. So make sure you look out, because you are such a blessing. I'm not going to go ahead and tell you no lie. But getting back to what I was talking about, we know that our community, our people have a disadvantage over all the stuff that's out there. We don't own banks, and if we do, it maybe 1%. Our schools is all messed up. Our kids is going from school to the prison pipe. We have more jails and all other type of stuff that does not benefit our community. Then we have schools and hospitals. You don't have all that. We got more private prisons that is being built up than we have schools and hospitals. So when it comes to affirmative action, yes, at first last night I was saying, "Oh my God," I say, "I can't believe that they are doing this to us." But then I realized, I sit there and say, "We know that this day was gonna come. We knew all this day was gonna come." But what we was doing, we was buck dancing, we was entertaining, we was worrying about other people's business, allowing these people to rock us to sleep while these people was plotting overtime on us. We knew that this time was gonna come. But like I said, whatever the devil meant for bad, God can turn it around for good. Because it's time for us to take those training wheels off. And it's time for us to start riding ourselves. Stop thinking that we need those people. We have billionaires right in our own community. Start pouring into your own communities. Start building up your own school. Don't worry about going to their college. You have a HBCU right now. Start going into your own black community, your own black college. Maybe the Lord might have allowed all this stuff to happen. Because, like I tell you guys all the time, the Most High God is not going to take you to somewhere where He's not going to see you through. But you cannot sit there and be the biggest consumers, spending all your money on the power that be, making them more rich, making them more powerful. So in a minute, you get your paycheck, you put it back into their hands, but yet you are complaining, we don't have this in our community. If you can drive in Mercedes and Rolls Royce and wear designer clothes and every week go and get your nails and your hair done, just sit there, sit back, and just write down all the money that you spend out. Don't you know the money that you spend out, you could have been investing in right there into your own home, into your own community, instead of sitting there trying to live like the Joneses, inside living like the Walters. So we don't have nobody to blame but ourselves. So all this right here, I look at is just unleashing the beast, opening up our eyes. Either you're gonna get it right, you're gonna start sinking, or it's out. You, it's decision is yours. You can't keep allowing these people to keep not worrying about you. All these people is worrying about themselves. And like I said, it's not a black, it's not a white thing. It's all about power. It's about principality. It's about rulers and wicked people in high places. When affirmative action was taken, was put in place, it really was not because of black people. It really was because of white women. Go and educate yourself. Like I said, our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Starbucks say yes, that ruling is going to affect minorities in the workplace as well. We touched on it last night. Yes, we did touch on it last night. But also, we need to start opening up our own businesses. We need to take the money that we spend out and we need to start investing in our own community. Stop sitting there acting like children. Stop acting like we supposed to sit at these tables or sit at the feet of these people while they throw us a few crumbs here and there. Start doing for yourself. That's just like back then in the civil rights era during Martin Luther King. What he said and it's not his exact words verbatim. He think that he led his people into a burning fire because we weren't about going into their restaurants, eating their apple pie, knowing our apple pie was tasting better than theirs, knowing that how we cook the taste. We don't cook that bland food, but yet we busting doors trying to sit there and hobnob and fit with them, not knowing that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, that everything that on this earth is because of you. But you don't know who you are. Because if you knew who you are, then you will start coming together just like they are coming together, and you'll start building your own stuff. But long as you constantly feel that you need these people, then you will never rise. They're gonna always use your back. They're gonna always use your back to go ahead and ride on. You just don't know how powerful you are. You don't know how powerful you are. Because if you did, you would not allow these people to continue working overtime on you. Our people has been through so much. So it's not about, oh, we trying to discriminate. It's not about discriminating. It's what about us? You said that the blacks got your back. The blacks always have my back. But soon in a minute, we give you that position, then you help everybody else. Then you help the people that got you there. Look how all these people in Ukraine and how 150,000 people was flowing down here on American soil, getting all types of benefits that could have been for the homeless that we got right here. So what that's trying to tell you, and like I said, guys, this is not for everybody. No, my channel is not for everybody, but I'm here to speak truth. I'm here to speak truth. What about us? Sometimes, like I say, it's not us being selfish. Oh, you being selfish. No, we're not being selfish. We just so tired of being at the bottom of the barrel. But it don't have to be like that. Because you can look on social media and you can see how we flossing all this money. We got the money. We got great entertainers, athletes. We got the money. Black entrepreneurs. We got the money. It's just that we figured that we got to sit there, we got to be labeled down from head to toes. Don't you know I told you guys over and over, when they make all this stuff, they make it with you in mind, all that flashy stuff. But until we sit there and leave these people stuff, where is that? Then we gonna come out a load of board. But like I said there and say, this is a lesson learned. At first, I was upset. I said, God, you got to give me an answer when it comes to this right here. I say, because if you have these people to struck down affirmative action, how our kids going to get in college? God said there and say, build your own college, build your own schools, build your own libraries, build your own bank. Don't you know when you start doing for yourself, then Satan's going to fall down to his knees. This kingdom is going to fall. How many times I told you, you are the lifeline to everything that is exists today. Without you, nothing will exist. It's just the thing about it is that you don't know who you are. You don't know that you are royalty. You don't know that you are peculiar. You don't know that you are a priesthood. You don't know who you are because you've been down so long. Where when help come, you wouldn't even know. When it face you, you wouldn't even know. But guys, wake up. Everybody say, "Oh, this is a sad day." It all depends how you look at it. It all depends how you look at it. How long you was gonna stay underneath these people's breasts and allow these people to continue to rock you to sleep? When are you going to grow up? When are you going to come off of the plantation? Guys, this is a new song. Don't get left behind. Shake off those grave clothes and come out. Because I promise you the best is yet to come. Where all eyes gonna be looking at you. I promise you that. But it's time for us. It's time for us to be selfish. We have helped everybody. Everybody we have helped. But we didn't get that in return. We are one of the biggest consumers, guys. Leave these people's stuff where it's at. If you are running an organization and you say that you're trying to help your people, you're doing it for your people in your community, then that's exactly how it should be. And if the others are supporting you, giving you checks, cutting checks, then they should know that you are doing it for your people because trust me, their people got the money. Their people got the money. Come on, guys. It's time for us to sit there and come out of her. It can get like I sit there and say, guys, this is it. Either you're gonna sit there and you're gonna just keep running, or you're gonna be left behind. But I truly believe, like I sit there and say, if you come together in unity, iron will sharpen iron. Stop allowing these people to keep rocking us to sleep. Stop sitting at these people's feet while they throw you a few crumbs here and there. Stop making these people more powerful than what they are today. Because like I told you, long as you out there sitting there entertaining these people, that's a distraction. They want you to entertain them because they are out overnight plotting against you, figuring how they could sit there and suck the life out of you. Wake up, guys. Like I sat there and said, what the devil meant for bad, God can turn it around for our good. Let them people have whatever they have. Let them have it. You built everything. Most all this stuff you built off of your back, off of your sweat, free labor. You built. The only reason why your name is not on it because you didn't own the patent. But we had great inventors. I mean, black people built a lot of stuff, but you would never know that. But like I said, God is raising the bottom up. The first will be last and the last will be first. God is ripping the sheets right off of them as I speak. So ain't nothing wrong of you doing something for your people. Now I'm glad that some of this stuff, because I see the bigger picture. You cannot force me to do something that I don't want to do. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. When they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it. If I got a business and I don't want to do business with you, then I go build my own business. Stop trying to force our way into these people's stuff. Guys, come on. I used to look at my mom's yearbook in school when it was all black, when she had, you know, they all was together. They was happy. Black teachers, black businesses, blacks, everything. They were happy. We don't even have restaurants anymore. We don't have banks anymore. We don't have schools anymore. We really don't have nothing anymore. Why? Why? Because we are the type of people that we look out for everybody, but we don't look out for ourselves. But it's time for us to wake up, guys. This is not today to be sad or to be mourning. This is the day, like I said there and say, this is the day to rejoice because it's time for us to start doing for ourselves. It's time for us to start building. We've been crying and we've been mourning. God heard our cry. He haven't forgotten about us. The blood of Abel is still crying out from the grave. God heard your cry. God know exactly what we have been through. Now help is on the way. Help is right here. But we have eyes and we can't see. We have ears and we can't hear. We are walking around deaf and blind because we act like children. It's time for us to grow up, guys. It's time for us to sit there, stop allowing these people to keep pacifying us, taking care of us. If you say you are a grown man, you are a grown woman, then why you got to act like babies? Why you got to allow these people to keep spoon feeding you? Why you wanna look like them? Why you wanna act like them? Why you wanna dress like them? Especially when we are getting closer to the end. Like I say, some of us, we are not gonna be able to cross over because we still sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, we need these people," when God is trying to bring you out of this place that's called Lodabar. We've been in this wilderness for so long. Don't you know it's supposed to have been 11 days? To us, 400 years? We've been over 400 years. We still going into circles. We not ready to come out of her. Because if we was ready to come out of her, we would sit there and take off those grave clothes. We would start coming together and we would start working with each other instead of tearing each other down, acting like crabs in a barrel. When they hold the bucket. They hold the bucket, but yet we act like crabs in a barrel. I see Associate Terry Jones said, "Hello, Real Talk with Lady D. Good afternoon. How are you doing?" Like I said, this is a good day. Many people are sitting there thinking that this is a bad day, but like I said, this is a good day. This is the day that the Lord has made. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to wake up because we are one of the biggest consumers. We spend so much money driving around in foreign cars, Mercedes Benz, and all these other different designer clothes, but yet we ain't got a pot that you know what in the window to throw all out of. What's the purpose of having all these type of material possession? Like I said, you can never build a solid foundation off of material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. Deacon Terry Jones says, "I'm feeling great. I'm doing great. I'm not claiming anything else." Okay, now. Yes, indeed. Also, he says 80% of life is not what happened, but how you react. The other 20% is beyond your control. How you react to a situation can be just as deadly as the situation itself. Absolutely. But guys, just look around you. We spend all this money and we can't even enjoy it. Buying all these designer clothes, trying to sit there and live like them and living paycheck to paycheck, robbing Peter to pay Paul. I mean, these people could sit there and put diamonds on poop, as long as it look flashy. They make those things just for you guys. They know if they put it on these entertainers, they put it on these athletes, these tennis shoes. Oh my God, we're gonna sit there and we're gonna run to buy all that stuff. But who is the one that's getting powerful? Who is the one that's making all the money? And so in a minute, these athletes and these entertainers, they pretty much not pouring back into your community, even though they look like us, but they're not pouring back into our community because they got Karen and Becky around the corner just waiting to snatch them up. And so in a minute, God forbid something happened to uh, that person. Who you think that the money is going back into? The money is not going to be back into your community. The money is going back into their community. Like I said, the system is not messed up. Why you think soon a minute when they see our brothers sitting there accomplishing stuff, especially our athletes, they ready to come and scoop them up. And we don't say not one thing about it until it's too late. Now we out here crying. Oh, we can't go into their schools no more. Oh, we can't eat their apple pies no more. Sooner or later, it's gonna be the jobs. We gonna cry. Oh, we can't work at Burger King no more. We can't work at McDonald's no more. Good. Build your own McDonald's. Build your own Burger King. Build your own stores. Stop making these people more powerful than what they already is. Because next, if it's colleges, next is gonna be your jobs. Because like I was telling you guys last night, what I was telling you guys last night, AI is taking over everything. Before you know it, everything is going to be ran by robots anyway. So if everything is going to be ran by robots, they're gonna need a little few humans, but the humans not gonna look like you. So now you're gonna be stuck like Chuck. You're gonna be out of a job. You ain't gonna be able to get your nails done. You're not gonna be able to wear those designer clothes no more. And guys, I'm talking to you where even a child can understand. I'm talking to you where even a child can understand. This right here, like I said, guys, you don't need a PhD. All you need is common sense. All you need is common sense. It can't get no clearer than this. I see my girls in house logical speech say, "Hello, Lady D, I caught you today." Yes, indeed. I'm gonna see if I can open up a live maybe later on tonight and we can go ahead and chat and talk. But this right here, I just had to, get it off. I had to get it out of my chest. I had to get this right here out of my chest. This is a lot. Stop crying. Stop worrying about these people's stuff. Guys, let me know what you think about it. What you think about all this stuff that is going on today, especially how they say that uh, the Supreme Court has struck down the affirmative action when it comes to college and also when it comes to Christians, their First Amendment, they have the right what they want in and what they don't want out. Like I sit there and say, everybody else can say whatever they want to say. You can't take a person freedom of speech. Oh, okay. It's okay for them to call us all type of racist names, huh? Well, if they call you a racist name, call them a racist name back. A eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. God ain't made no fools. We ain't not a doormat. Them days are long time over. Long time over with. So no more excuses, guys. If these people don't want you in their business, good. Why are you going there, sitting there, spending on in their business anyway when somebody don't like you? Couldn't even eat. I couldn't even eat knowing that these people don't like me. You don't know what these people could do? These people spending your food or whatever. Start building your own restaurants. Guys, go look at the statistics and see the money just black people, black community pours into the white power that be, white business. Just see how much money we spent out and wondering why our kids are out there sitting there acting up because the kids are pretty much raising themselves. And the reason why our kids are raising themselves because you so busy sitting there working this 9 to 5 job just to get all this stuff that is uncalled for. All this stuff that's just going to rot. You can't take it with you. Have you ever seen a U-Haul taking all this material stuff to the graveyard with you? You can't bring that stuff with you. You can't bring that stuff with you. I see country girls in the house. Hey, how you doing, guys? This is right here is a spare of the moment. I say, look, I need to come. I need to talk about this because this right here, this is real. And I know, like I said, over and over and over, our people don't like to hear this. because our people like their ears tickled. But like I say, guys, this is real. This is not a reality show. This is real life. The way that we sit there and we fight for these people on these reality shows and how we go out there and we start these people houses and slum on their businesses and going on their business page and giving them bad reports. What if we put that energy to something useful? What if we put that energy to something useful? Oh, we ain't gonna touch them. We're not gonna go around and try to sit there and boycott them just because we can't go in their restaurant to eat their chicken and their apple pie. Yes, this is coming from a black woman because enough is enough. Somebody got to sit there and pull out the whip. Somebody got to sit there and say stop because we are so blinded by the things of this world. But yet we asking God, God, how long? And soon in a minute we get it. We take it and we put it back in old master hand. Like I said, old master, he don't have to say anything no more. All he have to do is just sit back now, cock his legs up, drink his lemonade, his beer, and just laugh at us because we gonna bring it back home to daddy. Because that's the way that we were programmed. But guys, enough is enough. Somebody got to draw the line. It took a little lady went to the Supreme Court just because she felt like you was violating her constitutional rights, her First Amendment. She made it happen. One person made it happen. Why we can't make it happen? Why we allow these people to continue working overtime on us? Why? Because we don't have enough. We are traitors. We don't like each other. They told us not to like each other. We are our worst enemy. So in a minute we see one get an inch ahead, we wanna pull them down because of that slave mentality. And I know you're not used to this type of talking, but like I sat there and said, ready or not, it's coming. And it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. So either you in or you out. You either for us or you against us. You either hot or you cold, but you can't be lukewarm. Like I told you guys many of times, some people, you have to love them from a distance. Everybody can't come. Everybody cannot be a part of this because there are a bunch of AIs in the camp. It's a bunch of traitors just because they're your the same color. Your kin, they are not your kinfolk. Not everybody is meant to go into your journey, into the next level that God has for you. So all I can say right now, guys, is just embrace yourself because you along for a ride right now. And if don't come on social media and say, I went into this store and I wanted to purchase this Louis bag. I wanted to purchase this Chanel bracelet. And they was racist. They sat there and they turned me around. Good, good. Because you know how much you could have saved right into your own community? Guys, to me, it's a hallelujah time. Because like I sit there and say, you buy all these different bags, you buy all these different clothes. Who are you impressing? Who are you impressing when you got bills stacked up to high heaven and you praying every night? Oh my God, Lord, I can't sleep. I'm in so much debt. But yet, soon in a minute, you get one dime. You try to see how you can go and run and get rid of it. Guys, this is a time right now where we have to start saving. We have to start saving. And I can show you right now, there's a scripture where we have to start saving because it's going to be a famine. We are going right now into a recession. where it's going to be just like the book of Revelation. It's going to take you a whole paycheck just to buy a loaf of bread. You might say, "Oh, she sound like a fool." A whole paycheck to buy a loaf of bread. Well, I might sit there and sound like a fool, but trust me, it's coming. It's going to come. It's right here, right now. You go right now and you spend over $300 on groceries, you more may come back with only 4 bags. But God, like I say, judgment has fallen. God is telling you right now to prepare for these terrible days that is coming. Stop sitting there spending your money just to impress somebody else. Don't you know now they are making synthetic meat that comes out of a lab instead of using animals? Guys, these people are doing so much stuff to try to sit there and take you out, and you just don't see it because you are so busy trying to fit in when God already have set you apart. Start growing your own vegetables, your own fruits. Start sewing your own clothes or support someone in your community. We used to do it when we was young. We had a lot of seamstress that was in our community. When we need certain dresses, we got seamstress we go right to them, get fitted, and they make us our own outfit for church or wherever you want to go. Why it have to be somebody else's name? A person that does not even care about you. Why? Guys, like I said, in here is real talk, guys. I can't compromise. Even if I have to have 2 or 3, that's all right. Heavens are rejoicing. Even if I got to come by myself, all he told me, God told me, open up your mouth, tell it. Some people may not even want to hear it because why? We are some stiff-necked people. We like wallowing in our own vomit. We like going back like a dog wallowing in our own vomit. We like it. Come on, guys. I see logic say truth. They try to impress each other, really. No one cares what the next person has. And we got to get to that point where nobody cares. We don't care what they have. We want long blonde hair. We want to bleach our skin. Go outside right now. Don't you know right here in the South, right here in Texas, on news, the red light had melted. People are so exhausted. It's so hot out there. But our people continue working and working because we can sustain that because we got the protection. But yet we want to bleach it all out. Don't you know just our melanin alone in our body is like liquid gold? Don't you know they trying to figure out how to zap it out of you, putting it in computer chips? The government is spending 7 point something $1 million or $1 billion to do research just for melanin, saying that they looking at synthetic melanin. They ain't looking at no synthetic melanin. They want the real deal. They want you. They want the melanin out of you. So protect your people, protect your children, because we are counted like sheep for the slaughter. Come on, guys, it can't get no real than this. Deacon Terry says years of famine, Sicon Joseph had Pharaoh's strong grain in the 7 years of plenty. So they would have food in the 7 years of famine. Like I said, when it comes to the Bible, guys, the Bible is only a prophecy. We are telling our story right now. We are telling our story right now. Nothing is new under the sun. All you read was a foreshadow of what was to come. because the devil had peeped in your future, but he just didn't know your destiny. He had peeped in your future. So he figured that he can go ahead and he can write it down. But we are living it right now. God is telling us right now, it's time for us to prepare for those days. There are perilous times that's coming. There will be a famine in the land. They may call it famine. We call it a recession. But you don't have to worry about anything because you are prepared for those days. You knew that those days was going to come. My brother was saying GEO, genetically, yes, that GEO, GMO. They put them in the ground now. What could they do now? Found out they can't replant that stuff, but they trying all types of ways to provoke the hands of God, and it have reached the high heavens. It have reached the high heavens where God say enough is enough. They tried everything, even Pharaoh. Pharaoh tried everything, and Pharaoh is here today. Babylon is falling, guys. He tried everything to get rid of our people, our ancestors. He tried everything, putting them under pressure. Our people worked from sun up to sundown in the heat, being beaten with no pay. But we didn't die, we multiplied. But yet now we are in the wilderness, going around and around and around. We telling our own story. Can't you hear this new song right here? The Lion of Judah is waking up, guys. We are telling our own story. Well, it's time for us to come out of the wilderness and go into the land that God had promised us, into that land that's flowing with milk and honey. Leave these people stuff alone, guys. Leave these people stuff where it's at. Because like I said, Babylon is falling. Nothing new under the sun. Anything that you need to know, guys, like I said there and say, it's already spoken. It's finished. It's over with. We're just going through the process. We know the outcome, but we just keep sitting there. We just knuckleheads, stiff necked people. It's time for us to come up. It's time for us to rise. Even he told Ezekiel, he said, Ezekiel, can these dead bones live again? Yes, they can. God is ready to breathe new life into these dead bones. These dead bones that was rejected, that say they was thugs, they was nobody. These people, like I said, they did everything that they can to suppress our people. All the prisons, we right here in the United States, we have more prisons than any other country that is being built. Most of it, 80% of our people that's in there. And soon in a minute, we see our brothers with a felony or been incarcerated. We won't look down at them. Half of them pretty much didn't do anything. It's just that the system was all jacked up. The system was designed to do what the system is designed to do. Keep us locked up like cages because long as they are locking us up in cages, they get free labor. Slavery has not ended. It just took another face. Modern day slavery still exists today. It's called incarceration, where they can still get free labor, still take our babies, separate our families. But yet we still crying about sitting at these people's table. Come on, guys, can't get no real than this. Deacon Terry says, "Please read the Holy Bible book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verses 1 through 8. Time and a season for everything under the sun." Absolutely. There's a time for everything. It's a time to plant, it's a time to reap. It's a time to lay down, it's a time to build back up. Nothing is new under the sun. This is our time, guys. We've been crying. We've been praying. Lord, how long? How long will the righteous be forsaken? God say help is on the way. But the reason why we can't hear because we so busy allowing these people to entertain us. We entertain them and bug dancing for them. That's why we can't see the forest from the trees. We so busy trying to live with them. And like I say, it's not a black and white thing. It's about power, it's about principality. But it's just that one think that they are more superior than the other one. And the thing about it is that you have been beaten, you have been stripped, where you don't even know who you are. You don't know that you are the king's kid. You don't know that you are the apple of the Most High God's eye. You don't know that. You don't know that everything that exists today came through you. You don't know if you cut off your lifeline right now, nothing will survive. You don't know that, huh? My girl's logical speech says so many of our people are lost and do not use their brain to think, love themselves, and stop claiming a victim mindset. We can get an education, our own institution. Guys, it don't take a rocket science to figure this out. All we have to do now is just change that thinking mindset, renew that mind. Because it's a mind game, guys. We weren't about sitting there trying to find out, what's going on in our own community and to hand our own people to them, on a silver platter. But yet, if you only know who is the real enemy, if you only know, this is all about power, guys. We can build our own schools. We can build our own banks, our libraries. Everything that we need is right in our own community. But the only reason why we don't see it because we blind. We are blind. We are walking around spiritually blind. And that's why the enemy can work overtime on you. You worrying about holding their little babies. Trust me, they babies gonna be protected. Oh, they a baby now, but trust me, it got to grow. And once they grow, they gonna realize that they are more powerful and start setting that treating you and let like the enemy. After you done sat there and nurse that baby and dress that baby and wipe that baby nose and when that baby grow up, that baby gonna realize, look, you are beneath me. Because that's the way we was taught. That's the way that we was taught. We was taught to stroke and pacify and be at the feet and raise up something that's going to stomp the daylights out of you. He that have an ear, let him hear. Like I said there and say, honey, I'm talking where even a child can understand. And the only reason why you don't understand because the word is not hidden. The word is not lost. You understand. It's just that you think that the angel of light is more bright and more prettier, more powerful. But if you only know, cross it, rip the sheets off it, and you're gonna see that green-eyed monster. That's sad, guys. Logic says that Let me see what she says. Integration growing out of independence, a sense of self-love and our price. Absolutely. Absolutely. Martin Luther King talked about that. Martin Luther King talked about all that. I think if he would see what he see now today, he most likely would have changed his mind. He's so busy fighting, trying to sit at their table. He talked about all that. Now you don't see no businesses that's worthwhile in the Black communities. We are past our business, our Black business, just to go to their business. Oh, it's much cleaner. Oh, it's much better. Oh, it's much cleaner and much better because you pouring the money into them. Start pouring money into your own business. I promise you, it will be more cleaner. It will be more beautiful. And stop trying to get handouts. Oh my God, I was so upset when on Real Housewives of Atlanta, where they had said that Candy Boris was asking for a discount. I think she and I'm Imma say allegedly, because I didn't see it. I read it somewhere where they say she was asking for a discount, was saying something about Sheree clothes was too high and she needed a discount. Stop trying to get a discount from our own people. They trying to survive just like everybody else. If they say it's 9.99, pay 9.99 and give them a tip after that. Because 'cause you're gonna do somebody else that. They sit there, they'll sell you a popsicle and put diamonds on it and tell you it's a $1,000. You gonna pay that $1,000 and you're gonna give them a tip after that. We got to come up as well. "Oh, they too high. Black business is too high." But yet you going somewhere where it's not gonna pour not one dime back into your community. Guys, I got about 3 more minutes, and after that, that's it. I'm only gonna be on here a hour. And if you didn't get this, guys, something is wrong with you. That mean you still sleep. That mean you are still asleep. But like I said, when it comes to affirmative action, it all depends how you look at it. It all depends how you look at it. If you worrying about, that it's going to be a problem of getting our people into these prestigious colleges, then go to HBCU. If you worrying about it's gonna affect your job, then start building your own job. If you worrying about because they gonna discriminate you because you can't go and eat their apple pie, make your own apple pie. That's how I look at it. Look what Queenie said, Billy Goat. Yeah, I mean, I was upset. And then the thing about it, what really got me upset, that's why I say when it comes to these reality shows, guys, yeah, I could look at it because like I said, honey, I am a prophetess. I can take the foolish things of this world to conform the wise because that's where our people at. Our people right there in these reality shows. Smack dab, watching that mess, reliving through these people's lives. Think these people actually living them lives. Them people ain't living that life. Them people is not about that life. If those people were about that life, do you actually think that those people are going to act a fool on these reality shows? No. These people trying to come up just like everybody else, just pretending, great pretenders. Like I said, if you want real actors and actors and all you got to do is sit there, like I sat there and say, just turn on your television on. But I can take the foolish things to conform the wise. Them people is not about that life. But that's so sad. That's where our people at. Country girls say, everyone enjoy your Friday. Be safe. God bless. Yes, indeed. Yes, so guys, like I said, it is what it is. My channel is not for everybody. I'm keep saying it over and over and over because some people, they can't chew that meat. Some people is still on milk, but in here, like I said, we're not on milk. We can't pacify you, because the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and we got to take this by force. So you're gonna have to chew the meat and eat, spit out the bones. Like you say for Harvard, you would need affirmative action. So now they have taken it. So go to the black. University. Absolutely. At first, when I heard about that last night, I didn't get a revelation from it. So I really couldn't talk about it that much. That's when, Starbucks, she had talked about it because she had saw it on news, and, I haven't seen it, but last night when I saw it and I started reading about it and I started praying, I said, "God, you're gonna have to give me a revelation on this." And that's when God gave me a revelation on this, that there is a, uh, go to a HBCU, okay? The reason why you saying that in the dorms needs to be, fixed and the more teachers and, you know, need better education, then well, if you support and pour into that those HBCUs like you do the elite colleges, then we won't have to worry about none of that. So that's how I look at it. Deacon said we must remember you can hold on, let me see what he said. It's covering. You must remember you can't change any one person's eyes. You can only control what you present in front of them. What they chose to see is up to them. The question is when you look in the mirror. Absolutely. Like I said, your worst enemy can be the man in the mirror. Absolutely. So like I said, this is it, guys. Either you're gonna put up, you're gonna shut up. Either you're gonna sit there and you're gonna get yourself together because they together. The devil is together. The devil is on his job. And I'm about to leave, guys, because I said I was just going to be an hour. Most likely, I might come on tonight. It all depends how I feel. But let me leave you with this right here. The devil is on his job. He's working overtime. It's just the thing about it is that we are not on our job. We are asleep because we so busy sitting there trying to keep live like the Joneses and outside living like the Waltons. Come out of this. Leave these people stuff where it's at. So Logic says the Asians were using affirmative action to get into top schools, beating the white kids out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now you girl, you on something right now. You got to get that mic together. Let me know when you get your mic together so you can come on and talk about all this right here. And the thing about it is we think that affirmative action is just for blacks, it was put in place just for blacks. No, affirmative action was not put in place for black people. That's what they want you to think. It really was for white women. But when all others came in, they was benefiting off it more than what our people was. So guys, like I said there and say, wake up. And look, and she's absolutely right. They was benefiting now. Let me see now. Because they, like I said, everybody, they getting ahead, they running ahead, and we still left behind. But how long? How long will you allow the worms, the palmer worms, and the locusts to sit there and keep sucking the life out of you? Elijah Speak says, I will. It was not the blacks, it was Asians that were getting the benefits of affirmative action. Absolutely. And I just don't understand why our people keep allowing this to keep going on and on and on. When it took one little white woman to go to the Supreme Court when she felt like her rights was being violated, and she made it happen today. But yet we cannot sit there and take 2 sticks and put it together. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Come on, guys, make it make sense. This is a eye open. This is a lesson learned. That's exactly how I look at it. So, guys, look, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, and we'll go and we'll talk about some more of this because, like I say, this right here, this is real talk. This is necessary. We can talk about all the other stuff, and I don't mind talking about it. But we're gonna bring it home because we have to learn how to balance it out. So on that note right there, all I can say right now is stop worrying about these people apple pie when our apple pie tastes better. So thank you, Logical Speak. Thank you, Deacon Terry Jones, for coming out. My girls, Starbucks, thank you for coming and holding me down. and Country Girl. Thank you guys. So make sure you go, like I said, this is not for everybody, but however you feel led, hit like, comment, share these videos, share, share, share for more unapologetic content. In here, we eat the fish and we spit out the bones. And Logic says, great show as usual. Thank you very much. So, guys, you all enjoy the rest of your day. Man, guys, it's very, very hot, but that's all right. The sun loves us. The sun basks in our beautiful melanin skin. He doesn't have an ear, let him hear. So, guys, have a blessed day. What Deacon say? He said, we must remember, be careful of the hand that feeds you. You can physically be free, but mentally in jail. And that's been like 400 plus years, and we still in it today. So shake those chains off. Shake those chains off and come out of her. All right, guys, have a great day.